Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. I have a very short, quickly reading for you with the Dakini Oracle. I was wondering because so many questions are coming up, and please, if you have a question, ask me. I am much better if I can answer question than just to come from my angle how I look into the world, because I'm not living so much like in a city or in the energy of what is going on. I'm quite reclusive in the moment. So the number one, what can we do in the moment to move forward? And here I have the ally. This is related to the card of the devil in tarot, but here it has a different meaning. It means actually this is the raw power that we have. You see the raw as well. We all have a reptilian brain. This is part of our beingness that is connected with survival. So we have a lot of raw energy that is this fire within us. And if we just can erupt completely raw and not tamed, it has all kind of negative aspects. So this cards also means that these are all our instincts, for example. We have to listen to our instincts and we have to be aware of them, but how we live them, how much power we give them, how do we act out with them, that is our free will. And here we can see if a person is evolved or not, if a person is on a spiritual journey or not. If we just let the energy go like this as raw uncontrolled energy, it will be distractive, and it will destroy a lot around you, because it's the same like fire. If the fire catches the whole house, everything's gone. So we need to learn now to use our innate power. We have a lot of power, but most people don't use it. We have learned as a kind of normal human being, be not something like high up there that can just do whatever they want. We still have to work. We still have to bring home a paycheck. We still have some maybe issues about survival. So this is then when the energy, the raw energy is coming like this, it will be very difficult to maintain a life with more or less a harmonious outcome. Now, what help us to do that, and this is very clear, the heart card. This is the heart that is helping. If we funnel this raw energy through the energy of our heart, through the filter of the heart, and we decide how we want to live this energy, it will be easy to achieve the goal. And here we have a card of this is symbolically Mont Meru, and you see the mountain top that is above the clouds. Now, this is a very important key for the three cards, the clouds. The clouds, they represent the brainwash. Now we come again to a topic I talked about so many times already, and I think we have to talk about it many more times, because we are all brainwashed. Now, for example, we know by now that since 20 years, we don't have any natural weather anymore. So, and this is just a sample that I want to give you. And when you look back, when you know when the controller have taken over, also the whole school system, and I talked about that before also, that it has become a total brainwash. Now, to move beyond those clouds, first of all, we need to know about our potential. We have to have a look at it. So we have to see what we can do. Now, think about it. What is your passion? What do you really like to do? Where is your energy? Where is your power going? And once you understand, like, for example, you're a passionate baker, you love to make beautiful pastries or stuff like that. And this is where your energy flows to. Okay, so when you do that, when you have a recipe to bake something, you need to go along the recipe, otherwise it's not going to work out. And this is the same when we use this energy within us. If we don't use the recipe, like if I put the oven instead of 180 degrees of 220 degrees, my bread or my cake will be black. So the same is within our life. The moment when we start to understand and to kind of just realize the power that we have, then we can put it, we can channel it into the right energy levels. So, and the key how to do it is the heart, is love. So whenever you do something, think about what would love do in this moment. What would I do to, like, for example, again, baking a cake or doing something like this? It's like if I lovingly do the work, like for example, I put on nice music, or I even you can whistle a tone or you can sing, then you bake this whole energy into that cake. So it doesn't matter so much what you do, but how you do it. That's my little dog. I have two new dogs, so they are playing now in my office. And then we can move beyond all just the recipe, because a lot of recipes are very important and we have to use them to get a decent result. But again, it's always the matter how we do something. So if we put our head more or less above the clouds, the top of the mountain is also symbolic for our head, and we are connected with the divine, and we put the divine energy into all the things we are doing, then we will be successful. And if we do this, when we start to work like that, the card that I take out here, we have the last laugh. You see, this is just the mouth. And we have here the X and the what do you call this, where you take off the head. That means that the head of the brainwash, the program is gone, and this is the last laugh. And in a way, that's exactly where we have to go, because as long as we are stuck in the program and we cannot let our own intuition, inspiration go through it pure and not colored by all the brainwash, all the programs that are within us and all around us, we are still stuck. Now, I want to give you a sample. Like, for example, I was also very much into this, in the beginning of the whole sea stuff, when the some, what do you call it, this was the doctors, the um sorry, I forgot the name, but they were starting to tell all about ivermectin. You might remember that. And of course, to a certain degree, they wanted to get an alternative, but they still been on the same level. If you want to move away from it, you have to go to another level. We cannot just replace one chemical with another. It's not going to get us there. And in the meantime, there is a lot of information also about that medication, that it might not be what we want it to be. And again, as also I mentioned Cryon often, also I listen to channelings. He said very clearly also that we can never solve a problem on the same level where it happens. So if I have a physical problem in my physical body, then I cannot, with physical medicine, solve the problem. I have to move beyond. And here we're talking homeopathy, for example, flower essences, for example, even acupuncture to activate those electromagnetic meridians in the body. This is still much better than just to go with some chemical remedy. I agree that in a moment, for example, when we're bleeding, we need to do something like an emergency medicine. But after that, we have to look into other ways how to do it. And then we come to the point of the last laugh, that we can move beyond all that, what happened, and our original energy will be refined and will serve us. And it's like the fire that will serve us instead of burn our house. So this is a short message that I want to give to you, what we can do at the moment, because I didn't want to talk about the astrology chart. It looks quite weird. Not weird. It's kind of have a lot of karmic or ancient red aspects, and you all know I don't need to talk much about that, that we are still in a transition, that actually this fiery aspect is coming out there a lot. So I wanted to ask the cards to approach that from a different perspective. And for me, the Dakini card, they always give me very, very powerful answers. And when I contemplate them and I work with them, it really helps me to see things beyond even the good and bad, beyond judgment. Because here we can see the raw energies. You cannot judge raw energy. Energy is just energy. But the way you use it, if you refine it or not, that is what we can choose. And this is what we have to choose now. And I think also in this way, also when we have here the future card, the last laugh, we have to move beyond judgment and have to understand that what is happening in the world out there now, what is materially happening, we cannot heal on the material level. We have to overcome it. And as long as we judge that one party is better than the other, and one is the guilty one and the other one is the innocent one, no, that's not true. It never can be like that. It always is from a different perspective, because everything what is happening now in the physical part of the world, in the physical appearance, is planned. And usually also everything is financed from both sides, as we know, the war, that both sides have been financed by the same people. And it's just that game that we will need to wake up from. Okay, so here a little glimpse about what the Dakini Oracle says for the situation in the moment. And I will have a moon reading at the end of the week. I hope you like it and give me a thumbs up. And I look forward to see you again. Thank you.